And we're back with some more Star Wars Rebellion Christmas special. And right now, we're still trying to put down a rebellion on Kenyan. We're just trying to make them like us a little bit more. At the same time, we're about to go into this place second. Then, over here, we're doing a little bit of work just to grease the wheels for future conquest very far down the line. So what I think we're going to try is, we've just scouted this place and we've realized it's got bugger all going on. They don't have any infantry defending the place, which makes them very undefended to sabotage attacks. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and sabotage their starbase there. If we could destroy that, we'll just do sabotage. Yep, and done. Now you may be wondering why the language is a bit weird. Well, that's because when I first got this game, I got it as the friend lending it to me. My mate Finn. Now the thing is, my mate Finn, he'd been an exchange student over to France. So he brought the game back with him, and it was in the French language. So it made things a little bit tricky. Like, very tricky. Trying to figure out what was going on. Because there's two things about me. One, I don't speak French. And two, I don't read French. And there was a lot of French stuff going on in here for some reason. Also, there's a lot more text than you'd expect from a game like this. But whatever. Ooh, what are you? You're going to arrive at day 138? Oh, no, you're not. You're going to be destroyed long before you get there. Or, TIE fighters. Where's that TIE fighter coming from? You know what? It doesn't make a difference. What we're going to do is we're going to destroy this starbase. Once you destroy this starbase, this whole area opens up for us. If we can get rid of the starbase, their ability to produce ships is severely crippled. You know what? Worry about it later. Open it up. Let's see what we're doing next. We started to run dry, so we're going to need some more. Oh, yeah, you take them out this time. Come on. Yeah, 15, 16, 17. Go for it. Don't worry, I've destroyed the box so much already, I don't think it matters anymore. Say we open the box is inappropriate. Just say we mauled it would probably be more accurate. But you can't be keeping it all for yourself. Let's see. We got Epidemian. Never heard of it. 10-year-old single. Okay, what's the next one? We got to do these in doubles, otherwise the video would never get made. I suppose, yeah, you do want to look at yourself first. That's KO defeated? Well, excellent. And now back to our regularly scheduled. So that means a construction yard is not attended at Gorman, is my read. So we just plop over there. We can do this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll do this for a little bit until the next top up. And then the next top up, I'm going to have to switch it back to English because I don't think my brain can handle this. But yeah, trying to learn this game in French was pretty tricky. I still remember that Boussilier means shields for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, finally, the insurrection has been taken care of again. That means all of the missions that everyone was on is all going to fail. Well, they did the mission, but whoever got the final say finished it. Hey, perfect. We still have an insurrection mission inbound, but that one's not going to arrive for 102. So we got 13 days before that shows up. Fleet-wise, an enemy fleet is going to hit here quite shortly. What are you arriving? You're going to arrive on day 90, which is tomorrow, and you were going to arrive on day 91, which is the day after that. Fleet-wise, we have 5 fighters. Well, 2 fighters, 3 bombers. We have a Corellian corvette, a medium transport, and a bulk cruiser. So I think this ship's going to hit. We're going to smash it if it tries to stay around. And then the second ship is going to hit a day later with, 6 TIE fighters. That could be messy. This is going to be a very tough fight when they show up. We need to get everyone on board ship, I think. Just so that we're ready to run. Except for Wedge. Wedge needs to get out of here. He needs to head over to Kirdo. You see, he can do research. And I should have sent him over there ages ago to do naval research. Perfect. Well, let's see what fun combat holds for us. Rightio. So, 1 fighter and your dreadnought thingy. Prendre le commandant. Yes, okay, so this is we do the combat. This is we simulate the results. And yeah, that's retreat. Nope. We're going to do the combat.
L'unité d'assaut numéro 1 a bien reçu l'ordre de mission. L'unité d'assaut numéro 2 a bien reçu l'ordre de mission.
I swear, I'll stop the French in a minute. It's just... Nope, they're running. Come on, get out of here. Hey, peak of 1998 graphics. They basically run to the edge of the screen and they dip out. Our ships will never make it there in time to get to them. Even our fighters, our bombers, none of them can make it. Right. Okay, so they have ran, which means they can't make it back anytime soon. The reason they can't make it back anytime soon is there's nowhere for them to go. Everywhere around here has been... someone failed and they went back to Fleet 6. Oh, these guys. They failed to destroy the starbase. Oh, actually, no. They succeeded in destroying the starbase. Never mind. I think. Yeah, I really should figure out the stuff again. Like, it was much easier back in the day. You know, I just spent several hours at it until eventually you just sort of learned what everything meant. I think we got one more combat, and then once that combat's over, yeah, it's this guy. He's going to show up. Oh, this is going to be a much tougher fight. Day 91. Like, they have 6 fighters. That's probably going to mess us up. Oh, well, let's see what the day brings. I need to, like, draw in their fighters first. If I draw in their fighters and kill them, then our bombers can shred his heavy ship. So I think what we do is we bring up these waypoints and we get everyone to retreat. Like, everyone. Yeah, there we go. And the question is, does he chase us or not? Oh, yep. He's a-coming. So we're going to hide in the corner. And he is going to...
Groupe bleu au rapport. Manœuvre achevée. Nous passons à l'attaque.
I have no idea what he's doing. If he's running, I am okay with that. I really do not want to tangle with 6 fighters. We don't have enough. But...
Le groupe rouge a bien reçu l'ordre de mission. Le groupe
I mean,
bleu a bien
we
reçu
might as
l'ordre de mission.
well try and kill something. I am really happy they ran away, to be honest. The fact that they ran away saved us so much hassle. We just did not have the anti-fighter capacity to deal with them. And since there's nowhere around for them to go to, their closest retreat point is probably over here. Or over here. God, I hope it's not over here. Well, I think we've done enough faffing about around here. We've got 2 army regiments still on Kenya. I don't think we can take them off. That does not look like we've got full support. So I think I'll just leave both of them. We do have an Incite Uprising thing coming in. You 2 guys can stop your espionage. There's no point. But that espionage guy's not going to arrive for like 102? 102 days. That guy's actually... Why don't you guys build a bunch more troops? 6 more Army Alliance regiments should take care of any problems that might happen. How long does it take you to build one? 24 days? Oh my God. But we need to get the fleet moving. We have a bunch of people who are not doing anything that could be doing things. We could send all of the personnel on their own. Hand could get them there really quickly. The problem is, without a ship, there's not really much they can do in this sector. So instead, we're going to send them and the whole ship. Confirmed move. How long will that take? Oh, 19 and 24 days. Ah, yes, I split them into 2, if I recall. Did not want that medium transport imminent. Slows everyone down. Confirmed move. Go to Sol's van. 19 days. Yes. You, medium transport. Confirmed move? Yeah. We may not need him there. We may. Alright, that means for 19 days they're going to be doing nothing. And I forgot 2 people. Right. Sorry, guys. 24 days. Ugh. I'm a muppet. Right, fine. They'll get there in 24 days. Anyway, big picture. Big picture. This sector, secured-ish. Still not too happy with Kenya and Firo. But our diplomats are working on Firo. Once we get Firo on side, we'll send the diplomats over to Kenya, and then they can just go through everything and top everyone up to max. We just want to make sure we're not going to have any problems here. We don't want to have to come back and be putting out fires. Over here, I'm going to move into Sullus, and then we're going to start taking over this area. The problem is, well, there's no knockable over things. If we go into loyalty, popular support, we don't have popular support from enemy settlements. We do have them over here, but that's really far away, and I'd prefer not to go there. And what are you? Oh, you are their diplomat. Really like to capture that guy too, but nope. Nope. Stick to the plan. Secure an area, lock it down, move on. Ooh, look at this. We got a new recruit. Please tell me you're a researcher. Troop training. Excellent. Get stuck in there immediately. And Matma, get right back in there to counting more recruits. So we got 2 people in troop research, 1 in ship design, and 1 in facility design. And hopefully, well, Wedge is not going to be here for a while. I maybe should have sent him here ages ago, but he's going to be here in like 60, or actually 71 days before he even starts his researching. I have been very lax about the ship research, but we don't really care too much about that. It's just getting the interdictors is all we really care about. Now, Van Willard has arrived over here. Basically, the doc guy. I just call him the doctor guy because he looks like he's wearing a doctor's coat. That does look like he's got some green flare going on in that shirt collar. Nope, doesn't make a difference. His diplomacy rating is 75, so we're going to get him to start working on some of the surrounding areas. What are you? 2 construction yard? Yes, you're immediately going over there. Diplomacy, the bejesus out of the area. The thing is, the Empire might have converted that place. We have no idea. Fog of war. Back in our home base area, we have deployed our first construction yard to Thalia. We were going to apply them to here, but I got a personnel here in time and redirected them all. So, we want you to just build as many construction yards as you possibly can here, -2, which is 8. -2 is 6. That will leave you with 2 slots available, and then we'll fill the last 2 slots up with shield generators. And this place will just be a construction, just powerhouse. Then we'll have it build a shipyard, probably over here. I mean, 13 slots for buildings. Hell yeah. Then we'll probably grab one other place and we'll put some barracks on it. Once that's done, we'll have a mass production center and we can just start working on fleet. Probably won't kick in until, well, the early 200s. Maybe a little bit before. Combe here has finally got its construction yards completed pretty much. So what we're going to do is we're going to build barracks. We're going to get training facilities and we're going to send them over to Kenyon. And I'm thinking 3 more barracks on Kenyon would make it 4 barracks. It could churn out troops at a reasonable rate. And that would be our barracks production done. We'll have to pick another planet in here to do nothing but star bases. But we'll see whichever one has the least mines and the most refineries, which is probably Tanab. Yeah, we're still a bit top-heavy on refineries. And for those of you who missed it, you need an equal amount of mines to refineries. And right now we have too many refineries. Means we should probably steal some mines off the Empire. Oh, this is going to become a common occurrence. Saboteurs. They have struck at Pantalomen and they've killed a KYD-150. It's basically a turret. Basically a defensive turret. But this place in Dulmar is just, we've abandoned it. It's over this place over here. Yeah, there's no way we're holding it. Yeah, but Gorman, yeah, this one we're trying to hold. But Dulmar just had nothing on it we could do with. And Halawan, yep, same thing. They destroyed a turret. Halawan, though, oh. We would like to keep that place going. We're going to need to put some troops on there. Currently, we're dumping everything, though, into Ando because we're trying to get Ando built up so it can't get sabotaged to death. So it's got a whole bunch of X-Wings, and we're starting to put together some an Alliance army, and these guys, yeah, this'll be fine. They'll probably trash those other planets, but there's nothing much we can do to stop them. For now. Okay, Firo joins. Finally, diplomats have come through. Diplomats are incredibly slow. Like, Leia here, every time she succeeds at a diplomatic thing of increasing their liking for us, she goes up by +1 diplomacy. She's gone from 120 to 124, meaning she's had 4 successful outings. Yan has had 4 successful outings as well, meaning the 2 of them combined have had 8 diplomatic successes. That is it. So, we will abort you. We could let them finish, but what I want to do is get them over to Kenyan and get them...
you know what you're doing.
Oh, damn it. That was the wrong thing to do. I wanted diplomacy. I didn't want you recruiting. It's fine. Anyway, when are these guys going to arrive? 102. Oh my god, these guys have already arrived. I'll hopefully have an Alliance regiment here soon. Okay. 1 sector secured. Onto Sullus to secure this one. Fleet has arrived. It's not a huge fleet. We have 1 corvette, 1 bulk cruiser, and 1 carrier with not a lot in it, to be honest. We'll put on an extra X-Wing. Where's the shut up button for this guy? It doesn't matter. We'll put in a B-wing, a Y-wing instead. So we've only got, what, 2 X-Wings? Well, we got a lot of anti-capital, not a lot of anti-fighter, which is a problem. What we need to do is start breaking out the spy missions and figure out where our enemies are. These guys, like, this is an old notification, so they were there at day 105. Who knows if they're still there now. We want to go around and sabotage all of their equipment in here. We want to get our diplomats to start converting all of their locations. And we're going to need to abort a bunch of this stuff. Yeah, abort and abort. We're going to need you all on board ship. I think our first attempt is going to be a confirmed move to here. That's 3 days. If there's any defenses, we'll just retreat back to Sullus, regroup, rearm, and then head out to one of the other. We just want to basically find an undefended planet and just start farming it for 8 experience. Enemy mission foiled. An enemy incite uprising mission on Kenyan has been foiled by your forces. Excellent. Excellent. That means we don't have to worry about them cracking that anymore. And once the diplomats arrive and sort out the remaining problems, we should be good. Okay, then. That's actually a weight off my mind. I was worried that they might start a rebellion over here in Kenya, and then, oh, that would get real messy. Our barracks production is actually on this planet. So it would mean we wouldn't be able to get any more infantry there. Though we do have 2 over at Corm we could have sent, but I didn't want to do that because that would leave the place undefended. Never mind, never mind. Plan is to focus on Sullus, lock this place down, make sure it's ours. Oh, I would like you to notice right now that our maintenance is absolutely sky high, while our refined materials is... Okay, that's actually pretty high, 197. Just we can't actually spend it just yet. Once we hit turn 200, that refined materials pool will be completely gone. Looks like the mom couldn't find any new recruits. That is understandable. Yep, the doc has had no luck on the diplomacy front. And our fleet has arrived at Bothwai, and there's been... Oh, there's no defenses here. You guys have no defenses? You know what that means? It's open season. Right, you, Luke, Han, whatever. Luke and this guy. I need to send Luke off to do something else, to be honest, but we'll worry about that in a minute. You can also take it. We'll just want to kill the stormtrooper really quick. Once the stormtrooper's dead, then we'll... Like, the thing is, once the stormtrooper's gone, this place has pretty much no defenses, and it's almost impossible to fail missions. At which point, we're going to demolish the place. Alright, Denab joins? Wait, what? Where's Denab? I don't understand. What just happened? Okay, so we destroyed the troopers on Bothwu, and I think when we destroyed the troopers, this whole planet went neutral. Because they didn't like the people there. Enough to cause a revolt, but not enough to join us. But that revolt caused Denab to flip, so now Denab has joined us for no reason. They're like, oh, we saw what happened on... That was confusing. Okay, fine. Fleet arrives at Stulitz Van. That's grand. Personnel arrive at Stulitz Van. Alliance Sergeant redeployed. Saboteurs strike at Gorman. And they killed the construction yard. Okay, that's not great. We only have 4 infantry there. They've killed the construction yard. No, build it. Replacement construction yard required. Yeah, they're trying to take this place out because it's becoming stronger and stronger. I'm kind of shocked they didn't try taking out the troop training facility. That would cripple us an awful lot more. Anyway, sabotage mission report. Stormtrooper was destroyed, and then a failed mission report from this guy because, well, yeah, I didn't have it. And Denab has joined us. Thank you, Denab, I suppose? Does that mean a bunch of them went neutral? I can't even remember who was in here before. Alright, so that means our diplomats should have an easier time converting the rest of these places over. We're going to hit up Kothis next, I suppose? Yeah, I suppose that's the plan. These 2 guys have to catch up with the fleet. I'm going to get an extra X-Wing. The reason I want the X-Wings on here is they're better at anti-fighter. Those, these things here, they're called Y-Wings. They're basically fighter bombers. They're just called Y-Wings. For some reason, have letter designations for things. Then we're going to have them head down here. Confirmed move to Kothis. Yeah, it'll take 3 days. Hopefully there's no fighters here. If there are, we can run, and then we can get a... We'll figure out our way from there. Battle at Kothis. What do you got? You got 1 TIE fighter. Yeah, we'll let the Corellian Corvette handle that. We'll send everyone back inside. We don't want to take any damage. So basically, I'm just going to tell the Corellian Corvette to kill everyone. This should be fairly simple. Oh, in case you didn't notice, I got rid of the French thing. Because the French thing... Yeah, I don't know how I managed to play this game in French. I think I was just younger, and also there was an awful lot less games to play, so you do take what you could get. Oh, one thing I never remembered to point out was fighters, basically, all squads have 12 fighters in them. So you're not building a fighter, you're building 12 squads. If the fighter has shields, it takes 2 hits to kill. If a fighter has no shields, well, then it dies in 1 hit, assuming you can hit it. Turbo lasers suck. The only things that are good at hitting fighters are lasers.
Force 2 reporting. Target destroyed. All Imperial ships.
Anyway, quick, efficient destruction. No damage to any of our ships. And where were we? Yes, Kothis. What have you got going on? You have 1 cannon and you have a stormtrooper regiment. And, oh, you have a barracks. Well, that barracks has got to go. Luke, however, is about to be repurposed. Thing is, Luke has a force ranking and stuff like that, but more importantly, he has a diplomacy ranking. Diplomacy, hard to come by. Espionage, combat, that stuff's a dime a dozen. Leadership, also pretty common. Diplomacy, very rare. So you need to go somewhere, probably to Umgo. Yeah, you can go join your sister
Right
over
away.
there. And in the meantime,
You got it.
we're going to continue with some sabotage. And I normally send 2 groups to get this just done quicker, otherwise one of them takes forever. Done and done. That should hopefully quickly destroy the troops on the ground. Oh, look, troops are destroyed. Right, back at Farfin, the place we have absolutely locked down, what we want to do is, on our construction yard planet, put in a couple of shield generators. This place is actually not well defended. So 2 shield generators, a couple of infantry, and it should be locked down. Then we'll slowly start locking down all the rest of the planets in that sector. Over at Kothis, whatever, this planet that we've just arrived at, plan is very simple. We're just gonna sabotage all their good stuff. Anything decent they've got on hand. Oh no, they've got a barracks right there. That barracks has got to go. You can go over there and you can sabotage that. We'll let them keep. Actually, we don't really care about refineries, so we can sabotage those as well. And every successful sabotage mission any of these carry out, they'll gain 1 espionage and 1 combat point. Very useful. At the same time, those spies we got, these are the spies you build. They're not like agents that level up. We'll just send them to Kothis to spy. Reason being is if we spy on this planet, we'll also get information on some other random planet belonging to the Empire. So you can just basically spam a bunch of spy missions on a planet you're in orbit of. Your agents can instantly move down, do the spying, and then pop back to the ship. Well, okay, spying missions take longer than most operations, but it does mean it's an awful lot faster. If you're trying to do it from planet to planet, your agents have to travel, do the hyperdrive travel between the two, do the spying mission, and then when they're finished, do the whole hyperdrive thing back. This takes so much longer. This way you can do massive amounts of spying very quickly. Also very good for sabotaging. Like, we could be doing all of this stuff remotely. I don't like doing that. Give me a fleet, get me in orbit, let me mess them up, and then move on. Simple, easy, efficient. Well, looks like Han destroyed the training facility, so they're not making any more troops there. And Froggy, yep, they destroyed the refinery. Perfect. They do have a gun there, but honestly, I don't find the guns... Like, the only thing a gun can do on any of these planets is it shoots back if your ships attempt to bombard the planet. I'm not going to attempt to bombard a planet I've already stripped all the defenses from, so I just leave them the gun. It seems like a waste of time for them. Now, what's your status? You have 102 espionage and 102 combat rating. And if we send you on a mission to destroy that refinery there...
You got it.
That will crank it up. And another one there. And that will crank them up as well. Then, once they finish doing all the sabotage of all the refineries, we'll then do a bunch of spying missions. This will give us updates on a lot of their planets, assuming no ships come along to drive us off in the meantime. Ooh, enemy mission foiled on Ambria. What the hell is Ambria? What was the mission? An enemy reconnaissance mission. Oh, that's not good. That means they're starting to target that place. Oh, let me recap. This is our out on the edge of space sector where we're building our infrastructure. We don't want the Empire to know we're here. So the fact that they sent a spy mission there in the first place is usually not great news for us. After just only a few days, we have taken Kothis and we have flattened it so that there is no personnel, and the only thing they've got is a defensive turret and 2 mines. We've destroyed all the refineries, destroyed any production capacity, and right now we have several spying missions, or all these espionage missions operational. And the thing is, every time one of these espionage missions completes, it will also give us information on a random enemy world. I want to do that a little bit just to kind of get a picture of what they're doing. And since it's sort of free and easy, and as well as that, every time one of these missions, these espionage missions is successful on an enemy planet, your people gain an espionage point, which makes it easier for them to complete sabotage missions in the future, because sabotage missions depend on your espionage rating, which allows them to hide, and their combat rating, which allows them to destroy. So it just means they're less likely to get caught the higher their espionage rating. So this is just a nice way to level them up quickly, while at the same time keeping you reasonably safe. Since there's no troops on the planet, they can't catch us. The best they can do is foil the mission, which is very rare. More often than not, all the missions complete successfully. It just takes a little time. Espionage mission report from our random spies. In addition, information was provided on Vagran. No idea where that is. Oh, Vagran's over here. And there's a guy doing a diplomacy mission. Yeah, they got a... They're basically clamping down on these sectors because they've got liking for us. It'd be really nice to go over there and... Nope, nope, it's fine. We have a plan. We stick to the plan.
Oh, so are you opening it or me?
Oh, you can open them.
Last one was 18.
Alright, go for 19. I should probably do the audio with the headphones, but I'm too lazy. I love the way you're trying to protect the box, and I've already mauled it. Like, we've mauled it to bits.
See, look, I got one kind of done. Enough.
You know the tradition is you're supposed to show it to the viewers first, but I get it. Oh, Lefroy. Cask strength 10-year-old.
Oh, look, that one was a perfect open.
Oh, this is going to blow the head off you. Like, it's delicious.
I've tried that before, haven't I?
Yeah, it's basically like...
Ooh.
I love the way you're just like...
it's cask strength again, though. See, I like the name of that one. The name draws me in, and then...
Seaweed and...
Yeah, we tried one of those before.
Yeah, we didn't like that one. Oh, this is just... this is the sherry cask, though. Yeah, we'll still... Yeah, this is going to be a really long day. Wait, what? Umgle joins? Oh, never mind. The doctor got them to join. I was wondering what was going on. Right. So, Umgle has popped over to our side. They've got 2 construction yards. That's actually quite nice. Still leaves these places. There's a construction yard there, but which one of you has got the most mines? We need a lot of mines right now for some reason. 6 mines? Yeah, we can abort your missions, and we'll have both of you head over there immediately. Oh, one thing. You can double people up and do them in the same mission to go, oh, both of you can do diplomacy. Putting one of them as a decoy seems to make no difference. And if you do 2 of them at once, one of them becomes the primary and seems to get most, if not all, of the experience, and the secondary, or the person in second place,
Right away.
gets none. Which seems kind of bad. It's better to let them just do it individually. I don't know. The system is... let's just say it's not very transparent how you figure out what's successful and what's not. But let's skip it forward a bit, because for some reason it turns out my focus is not great. It seems to be getting worse the longer this game goes on, and I just keep losing track of what I'm doing. Okay. But plan is Sullus. Lock it down now. We've got Farfin locked down. We're going to lock down Sullus, and then we're going to move on to Farkin. Then we're going to move on to Corellia. Probably get a second fleet over to Dalmar at some point once this place comes online. Like, once this place has finished its construction yards and 2 shield generators, we're going to build a massive shipyard, which probably shouldn't take that long, and then that shipyard is going to probably have no money to build stuff. But it might. You never know. When you start this game, there's always a lookout for those systems with popular support. And the plan is to go nail the planets that are popular to you, and if you can switch them over by getting a fleet there, then it just flips a whole bunch of planets and you get a big bonus straight away. So what I could do is take my fleets and just like bounce around the place. But the distances between it are so far, it takes you so long that usually I just find it better. Lock down a sector. It's not the most exciting, but it definitely makes it far easier to follow. Well, we've got a little board around Cothilis. Since, well, I was bored, I destroyed everything. The gun's gone, the mine's gone, there's nothing left. The planet is basically a completely empty husk. And at this point, we're just going to abort all the missions we've got here. There's no point keeping up the espionage and all that. A bunch of missions have come back. People have got their experience. So, abort, please. That puts everyone back on the ships. And I suppose now we might as well head over to Buffas. Buffas? How do you pronounce that? We got another recruit. They're nothing special.
Understood.
They're basically just another espionage combat leadership person with no real special abilities or skills. There's no point sending them over to Sullus. Sullus is mostly covered. It's going to be mostly a diplomatic mission anyway. We'll send them over to Ando. We're going over to Farkin. This system will be next on the agenda, so it's better if they get there now. Oh, Com is under, or like Karn, whatever, is under blockade. This is the place back in Farfin. The place we've locked down. It's been blockaded. Now, we don't have to worry just yet. Got 2 shield generators. It's got 2 infantry. So the 2 shield generators mean they can't bombard it and they can't invade it. So they'd have to sabotage something before they could do anything else to it. What I am going to do, though, is send a couple of shield generators over to this planet. This one, yeah, it needs help, let's just say. You will keep getting these notifications about facility design stuff. It's making progress. Yeah, keep up the good work. At some point, you'll eventually give us something, but research is painfully, glacially slow in this game. We are having the same thing we always have. Our little fleet here, which it's going to get bigger shortly. We're finally putting together some star bases, but Once our fleet gets big enough, or gets bigger, I'll point it out. But for now, we're just going to do the thing we always do, which is we destroy the TIE fighter by sending in the Corellian corvette. Nothing like a beatdown on a TIE fighter to, like, do nothing for you anymore. I've seen so many of those poor TIE fighters die. So, looking at Bithas, whatever the hell this place is called, it's got nothing much. It's got a shield gen and some lots of refineries and one mine and a training facility. So, let's just destroy them all. I don't think this place needs to have anything. In fact, I think we're just going to strip mine it with a whole bunch of sabotage missions and get on with our day. Oh, finally! Celestian Regiment research complete. What this means is we can now produce Celestians. The best troops in the game. Well, the worst troops in the game. They're incredibly cheap to produce, half the cost of any other troopers you can possibly get. The only things they have going for them is their defense is 4, which is like slightly below average. So they can defend like mediocrely okay. But they're excellent at detecting, they're foiling covert operations. Their detection rate is the highest of all the troops in the game. So the cheapest troops in the game with the highest detection rate, which is completely broken. Why would you do that? You're making them the best at something and also making them the cheapest. Covert operations is the one thing that can annoy you. They're the best garrison troops you can possibly get, and they cost half as much as anything the Empire can get their hands on. And better. Like, so the Empire would have to pay more for troops that don't do as well as these do. It just makes no sense to me. Whatever. There's lots of things about this game that don't make sense to me. There's just sort of like a... What's the thing where prisoners start to identify with their captors? Stockholm Syndrome. That's the one. We destroyed a training facility. Good job, Furry. Han was on the same mission and failed because the Furry was faster than he was. All right. In that case, we're just going to destroy the last of the junk on this planet and then move on. Plan is, convert the planets we can. The planets we can't convert, we just demolish and move on. I did that whole thing with the rebellion on the last planet A. It was not worth the time and effort invested. I seriously think the espionage or the sabotage missions of this are just totally broken. The speed with which you can reduce a planet to just ash is incredible. Now, we could invade the planet, but invading a planet comes with the negative of, well, then you have to hold it. And if you don't hold it, it negatively affects everyone. But just demolishing everything from orbit, you don't even have to worry about collateral damage like if you do an orbital bombardment. None of that stuff matters. So all we're doing is basically slagging the planet. There's nothing left. It's no use to the enemy because we can't have it. They can't have it either. True, they could potentially use it as a base of operations, but not really a big deal for us just yet. Oh, free experience, Pinata. Look at this. Imperial Commandos, they're basically saboteurs. Imperial Commandos are saboteurs. The Death Commandos... Wait, no, the Death Commandos are saboteurs? But the Imperial Commandos. Espionage, combat, raiding, and leadership. I think they're... maybe they're guerrillas. Imperial Commandos are guerrillas. The Death guys are espionage agents. And right now, there's no one on the planet to protect them from our wrath. So we can kill them. Not kill them. Sabotage them. And by sabotaging these units, everyone involved, well, the people who do the missions, gain 1 point in espionage, and they gain 1 point in, combat. For nothing. Like, it's basically just free loot pinatas. And because we're in orbit, this is just rapid. As in 1 day, we'll probably take all of those guys out. 1 day later, we've got... So, sabotage mission report. Mine was destroyed. Excellent. Failed. Target was not found at the location. Okay, maybe I put you on something that didn't exist anymore. Imperial Commandos destroyed. Excellent. And all those people gained experience for doing it all. And what's left alive? Actually, when do you guys arrive? Day 175? Day 176. Yeah, they're miles away. In that case, we'll just double up. Now, this is kind of silly, basically having 2 people do the same mission, but I would prefer that someone got around to it sooner rather than later. Oh, look at that. 2 of them have been destroyed. Mission, destroy that guy, please. A quick look at Bethas. I'm just going to slur my speech trying to say that. It's too many F's. Nothing left. Basically, we've obliterated it. We do have a few people who are still doing espionage missions. Well, you know what? We don't even care if those finish. We've got enough done. I think it's time we moved on. We're going to leave this sector, and we're going to start heading over to the next. This one's going to be left for our diplomatic corps. Basically, our diplomatic corps will keep expanding as we get more and more people. Motma. You might as well get around to that at some point or another. But as they do, we'll have them backfill these areas and fill in all the gaps. I would be worried about these 3 planets here, actually, but we don't have time. Over here, we're getting them to go through these sectors because, let's just say Yan here, he has weak diplomacy. If you put Yan trying to convert a planet that's really hard or really against him, he'll have no chance because his diplomacy rating's too low. But the more like this planet here kind of likes us, so he has a much higher chance of being successful. And the more times he's successful, the more points he gets. And the higher he becomes at the stat, the more likely he is to succeed. So it's like this virtuous cycle where the more you do something, the better you get at it. But if you do something really hard, you won't succeed and you won't get any experience, which is why things like Leia here will probably outstrip him in the long run because she just starts so much better. But we'll probably assign her tougher missions. In fact, we may move her on shortly. Once Kenya is locked down, it's pretty much locked down now. It's not going to turn away from us. But once Kenya is 100%, I'm going to send her over here and start working on this sector as well. You usually break up into 2 diplomatic corps. One does backfilling with the low-end people, and one does the tougher to crack nuts. So one in front of the other. But something I definitely forgot to do is go to manufacturing, go to training facilities. You guys, you need some training. You were building 3 Alliance. No, you're no longer building 3 Alliance regiments. Alliance regiments are expensive. Did you look at these guys? 6 refined materials? Oh, hells no. And they take ages to produce. So instead, you can build 3 Celestian regiments. And it costs 9 for those. And they're much faster to train. And now we'll just go around to all of our barracks places that are producing troops. And instead, we're going to switch them over to producing Celestians. We will never produce any of the cheaper troops or the more expensive troops again. We're going to be super lazy about this. What are you doing? Ha! Oh, forget about it. Give me 4 of these guys. We won't be phasing out the old troops because the old troops only cost maintenance. Maintenance is, of course, fine right now. How are you looking, Gorman? Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Done. While it's not optimal, I think we've done as much as we can here. We've taken out Kothis, Bafasts, whatever. Both of those have been completely gutted. You can see they're all blue. There's nothing there. I would prefer to have these 3 remaining planets converted already, but our diplomatic corps has been slow in arriving. That is fine. Instead, it's time to start moving over here, where things will get decidedly more dangerous. How is this guy not repaired yet? He's been sitting here for an eternity. His shield recharge rate is at 8 of 10. That one TIE fighter messed him up so badly, he's still crying over it. You know what? Doesn't matter. There's a bunch of infiltrators on board, and what we've been using them to do is mess this place up. Namely, we've taken out their TIE fighters. So what we do is actually, give me another one. Take 4 infiltrators, do a sabotage mission. 2 to sabotage. 2 to act as decoys. And problem solved. What is that? Smuggling benefits end. Duros. Yeah, this is over in the Corellia system. This is over here where we used to have support. These 4 planets used to love us. Now, not so much anymore. Oh, Darth Vader is there. This is, that guy's pretty crazy. I mean, thing is, like, he's a quadruple amputee, but the guy's, like, totally able-bodied. Like, he just goes around. Like, the health insurance that these guys have is kind of crazy. Like, he's, like, quadruple amputee. They gave him, like, foot molecule coverage. He had 3rd-degree burns. They sorted him out. Like, downsides, okay, he has a little bit of this magic wizard force choking problem where he sort of kills, people. Yeah, like, he's not a great guy to be around, but medical coverage-wise, if you want to work for them, it's actually pretty good. In fact, there's a rumor going around that his first wife died in a non-consensual force-choking manner, but I probably wouldn't mention that to him, unless you're into getting force-choked to death, because that seems to be his general modus operandi with a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, would not like to work for them, but their medical coverage seems to be amazing. But yes, we're going to take our fleet from Sullus and we're going to move over to Farkin. So we're just going to like hop from this sector to the next, continuing with our plan of, getting stuff done. All of these espionage missions can be aborted. Everyone's back on board the ships this time. Everyone. And we'll start heading over to Ando. Ando has absolutely butt tons of X-Wings. We've been stockpiling X-Wings here for a while. We have a bulk cruiser as well. They will do quite nicely over there. For anyone wondering what's being built down here or what's going on in here, this fleet is not actually completed. We're building another carrier, and we're building it out of, well, what should hopefully be 4 shipyards shortly. There's a little mini shipyard we'll be building here. Anyway, Ando. 17 days to get there. Well, this is bad. Orbital bombardment of Kinyan. Remember Farfan, the original sector we settled in? Turns out a fleet showed up. That fleet did not like us. That fleet also found a planet with no shield generators. Didn't get the shield generators there in time. So they have bombed it into the Stone Age. They've literally just leveled it. There's like a refinery left. That means they killed all the mines, all the other refineries, the construction yards for training facilities, all that stuff is gone. On the bright side, all of those war crimes have made everyone else in the sector like us more and hate them more. I don't know if they like us more or they just hate the Empire so much they're willing to accept us. Whatever. Much of a muchness. It does mean that pretty much this entire place is now completely locked down to us and they have no chance of starting any rebellions. Downside, I need to start putting shield generators on all the planets. So Firo's going to get a shield generator. Then I'm probably going to have to give that...
The
Oh.
Empire is bombarding one of our planets. You must help
Oh, look.
them.
Kenya now has nothing on it. I think they've killed everything. Yep. They've literally destroyed everything. And saboteurs strike at Gorman. This is not a good day, is it? Gen Core level 1. Gorman is over in Svensnisna, whatever. Oh, yeah, this is the Coruscant sector. Coruscant is the homeworld of their guys, so they really don't like this sector. How are we looking on shield coverage? Well, we've still got 2 shields, so... Yeah, that's why I built 3, just to make sure. We're currently building more Celestians to lock down that planet. Hey, problem we face. This fleet can probably just run rampant through here. There's not really much I can do to stop them. I could send a fleet back. I'm just not going to. If they level everything, they level it. We're just going to keep pushing forward. I would prefer they didn't level it, but our fleet is kind of in transit at the moment, and we can't turn them around. So, I'm afraid it's forwards, no retreat. We have burned the boats behind us. On the bright side, though, this fleet carrier will be produced in a bit, and we'll have more ships. We still haven't actually made any more fleet ships. The only thing we've been producing is X-Wings, but whatever. Well, we'll see what the future holds. On our capital sector, well, our sector out here on the edge of space, the one we've been turning into a production center, finally, our construction facilities are complete. So, what that means is we can start building... Oh, when do we get advanced training facilities? Right, this is the upgrade section. You can get advanced of all the facilities barring the mines and the refineries. So you can get an advanced construction yard, advanced troop training facility, and basically they're just twice as fast. That's the only difference between them and the base versions, but twice as fast is good. So you can get advanced orbital shipyards as well. And then what we do is we basically max it. I think this planet can take 13, but instead we do 13 minus 2, so that leaves room for 2 shield generators. We're going to put 11 star bases there, and this place is going to become fleet production central. It'll take a while for the ships to get to the center, but it's pretty safe out on the outskirts, and, well, we don't have to demolish anything to make it. So, we'll just start sending in fleets from here. The supply lines will be pretty long, but, once the first ships arrive, that's good enough. Oh, the Empire seems to have left Kenyan. I'd forgotten we actually had a couple of diplomats on there. For some reason, my brain just wasn't in it. Okay, you two can start heading this direction. You can go to Silas Van. We're going to get you to Silas Van first, and then once you arrive there, we'll dispatch you from that location. Because if we try to send them, say, to Botawu, and that flip to the Empire before they arrive, then they just start bouncing back and forth like yo-yos. We need them to get there. All right, and it's lucky they didn't get injured in all of those bombardments. The Doctor here has finally come through and got Orto to join us. Good job, Doctor. That is another one that's actually... that's basically free resources. In that case, normally you'd keep them around until they completely lock down the area. In fact, we might. Actually, yeah, you know what? Keep locking that down for now. I would like to get a little bit of experience here on Luke, because Luke has had 0 successful diplomacy missions, so maybe give him some easier targets. Our little sabotage fleet has arrived at Ando, and we've upgraded them by switching them over to X-Wings and got rid of all of those bombers. At the same time, we can add a bulk cruiser to the mix, so our fleet has actually grown slightly. In the first 170 cycles is all it took. Then we're going to do a confirmed move over to this place. It'll take 2 days. Yeah, I think they've got 1 X-Wing left. Yeah, we don't care. 1 X-Wing, easy peasy. Oh, I'm probably going to want to start sabotaging this place as well. So, we'll smash through here, sabotage their stuff, smash through here, sabotage their stuff, smash through here, sabotage their stuff, and basically leave an empty husk for the Empire. We're kind of good with that. Well, arriving, they have 1 TIE fighter. I am not even taking command. I'm just going to simulate the results. We have enough fighters that I don't care anymore. Yeah, we didn't take any damage. They took it all. Let's slow this down a bit. We're going to have to do a whole bunch. Oh, looks like Mom didn't manage to find anyone. Get back in there, Mom. We need more. We need more people. The more people, the better. All right, important bit. Ship has arrived. We are in orbit of their planet. In that case, when do these guys arrive? Your stats are 170. You're arriving tomorrow? Okay, the problem is they're arriving, but they won't show up for us. Do you have any defenses here? They have no infantry at all. Well then, we're going to need to send in spying missions. Thing is, the moment that guy arrives, like there is a named character coming, I would like to capture him. So this guy here, Labasat, he is, yeah, he's your general, espionage combat mule. He can do espionage missions and he can do sabotage missions. So taking him out would not be massively beneficial. They've got loads of those, everyone does. But it's nice to start collecting them. You want to have a nice mobile prison. Well, that's my preferred method. So I'm going to start the spying missions, and the moment we can get a bead on that guy, we're going to capture him. Our espionage mission was successful. This guy has arrived, and we know he's arrived. So in that case, all of those espionage missions can be aborted.
It's about time you pulled us out of there.
Yeah, quiet you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to immediately get 2 very combat-capable people, and a couple of decoy infiltrators, and we're going to get them on a mission to capture this guy. Abduction, thank you very much. We would like to have him in our brig. And then everyone else can just farm some experience by sabotaging everything that moves. Judging by the lack of personnel here, I believe we have succeeded in capturing that guy. Where is he? Han Solo mission report. Successful. This is the same picture you get every time you capture someone. Let me show you what that looks like. You just go to the fleet where we did the mission from, and if we scroll down, there he is, behind bars. Energy bars, of course, because this is, space stuff. Well, fun as all that was, this planet needs to be scrapped. So we have all the sabotage missions going on. We don't, since there's no troops on the planet, we don't have to worry about anyone getting caught. We'll vaporize it and then move on to Burcrest. Actually, we might run a quick set of sabotage missions to destroy those TIE fighters before we go. No point fighting them if we can kill them from a distance. Right now, we're just running an absolute chain gang of espionage missions on this planet. It's giving us updates on a bunch of the Empire's plans, so we kind of know what they're up to. At the same time, over on Burcrest, the Empire's planet, we've sent over 4 sabotage missions, each one with an infiltrator to act as decoys, and all of them are targeting the 4 squadrons of TIE fighters that were around the planet. There is 1 squadron left, so I'm going to give it a day, and if what's his face, Chewbacca, can't manage to kill it, well, then we'll just call him back. Oh, no, I think he got it. Yep. Good job to the furry. Oh, excellent. Mom has finally found another character for us to play with. We got leadership, combat, and espionage. They have no training stuff, so basically, yeah, you can head over to Ando. See what, yeah, Ando's probably the best bet. Just next up, we're going to be heading to this sector, but I think it's going to be a while before we're finished in here. There's a lot to do. Anyway, Palini completely gutted. Burcrest has been stripped of defenses before we've even arrived. They have no fighter defense, so we'll just rock up and then gut this place as well, and then we'll be on to Marist. And then once those 3 are gutted, well, we'll have to wait for the diplomatic corps to sort out the rest of the place, but that's pretty much Farkin sorted. Oh, wow. We've actually built our first Alliance escort carrier. This means we've actually built a ship. You can confirm move over to Ando, 21 days. Yeah, it's built in Sullus down here, and we're going to transfer it across to Farkin. In fact, now that it's finished that, actually we've eaten through our entire backlog of refined materials. Yep, my spendy ways usually catch up with me that way eventually. Alright, so you can't produce anything now. We need to turn that off that tap, because we're concentrating on getting this shipyard to do all of our production. It's going to have 11 shipyards, and it will be able to turn things out much, much faster, and if we put all our resources into it, once we get the supply lines flowing, and we have a stream of ships flowing up this direction, it'll just be a constant stream of reinforcements. If we spread it out, it gets kind of wonky. I prefer to have it all in one place, so it's less difficult on my brain. Now, what else are we doing? Ah, yes, we've blockaded Burcrest, which means it's time to smash that place to pieces. What do you got for us? You got 1 Stormtrooper and a Gen Corps. Well, that 1 Stormtrooper is gonna be about as survivable as a snowflake in a firestorm. So Han and Ferry, they take him out. Then, well, once this guy has a detection rate, you see, his detection value. So once he's gone, there's no more detection value, and we can just cut through that place. So we'll just wait until he's dead. Once he's dead, we'll gut the entire place. The usual, basically. Oof. Fleet research. Okay, Nebulon B frigate research complete. This is the first ship you gain access to. Basically costs 34 refined material. It can carry 2 fighters. It's actually a pretty good all-around ship. We will not be building any of them. I'll have to go into fleet composition in a bit, but let's just say the fleet designs in this are very, very simplistic. They don't get very complicated, and most of the ships you get access to, you're not going to build because most of them are not as good as some of the other stuff that you're going to build lots of. What the hell? Burcrest just went neutral. This was the one where we just destroyed the... Okay, orbital shipyard deployed. Yeah, construction yard. Okay, I'll take care of that. Enemy mission foiled. Gencor. Okay. Caridia joins There's neutrality. Oh, I think I know what happened here. Burcrest was actually borderline. They were borderline between us and the Empire, so when we killed that stormtrooper, they went into revolt, but they didn't like the Alliance enough to join the Alliance. They just went neutral. But that still counted enough to flip everyone and make everyone like us more. So everyone's liking went up, which means Caridia flipped and someone else went neutral. Oh, this opens up this whole sector. 1 second. I was going to gut this entire system, but we don't need to. In fact, Marist, I'm pretty sure if we destroy the troops on Marist, this place will flip over. They'll join us. In fact, it'll probably encourage... Okay. We need that fleet to move now, and we got to hope there's no one at Marist. We've got 6 X-Wings. We've got a full load of saboteurs and spies. We're doing a confirmed move down to here. I did not think this would go so well. All right, we go down here. If we can destroy the infantry here, if we can break through whatever ships they've gotten and kill their infantry, this could flip pretty much the entire sector. This would be ridiculous. This would be... But normally, you don't get to flip multiple sectors. You might get to flip 2 sectors early on in the game, but usually that's too much because then you get too powerful. Flipping 1 sector is normally what happens. Then you have to sort of fight your way, and then it's like a bit of a grind out. But if we can flip a 2nd sector, that gives us a huge income advantage. What are we at right now? We have 67 mines. We don't care about the refineries because that's we've got 10 extra refineries that are doing nothing. But 67 is where we're currently at, let's say. So 67, let's see what we get in a bit. Well, we'll check back on you. Okay, fleet should just have arrived. Yep, orbital shipyard deployed. Fleet arrives at Marist. And there's also a construction yard idle on Corm. 1 second. So back on Farfin, the place where we did our, where we staked out our claim, what I've been doing is going around and deploying shield generators to all of our planets. Just 1 shield generator. It'll stop bombardments, but it won't prevent invasions. And what we do is, I've got Firo over here and I've given them the ability to produce troops. So the plan would be to put 1 shield generator on all the planets and then put 3 Celestians on all the planets to prevent sabotage missions. It's about the cheapest way you can do it without investing far too much. And then over here on Mrist, what have you got? All they have is 2 troop regiments. No generals, no anything. So that means, yeah, we're just gonna sabotage the bejesus out of them. Right. Marist has gone into revolt. Uprising begins. Excellent sabotage mission report. Froggy coming through for us big time. But currently, there is 1 other sabotage mission going on with Han. And if Han, when Han completes this mission and destroys this Imperial Fleet Regiment, their detection value is 20, but they have no resistance to being sabotaged. They just have to detect our guys, which is going to be very... And boom. Oh, that is beautiful. So let's see. Uprising ends in Marist. Burcrest joins. Bimasari joins. Delia joins. Marist joins. And Obra Sakai joins. Thank you. The only place that didn't join was Palanihai? Whatever, this place up here. Which I can understand. We did just gut them and destroy all this stuff. But we can convert them quite easily once our diplomatic corps comes through. There's nowhere left for the Empire to actually set up a base here. This is perfect. This is beautiful. I think we went from 67 mines to 87 mines. Yes. That is... Okay, that's a massive boost to our economy. And that's a massive hit to the Empire. And we can now... Oh. This planet still hasn't been broken. We do have a general, though, and a lot of fleet regiments. And a... Oh, yeah. I think our plan would be to head straight for Chalice. I don't think we can even wait for this ship to arrive. How long is this going to take to get here? Not going to be here till turn 213. Oh, might be worth it, though. an extra carrier, 6 extra X-Wings. Thing is, we want to get here before they break the will of the people and the people don't want to join us anymore. If we could get here and flip that, it would cause all of these to probably flip to our side and like basically half break this sector. Leaving now, those are risk. They've definitely, like, we have not run into any of their fleets, but they definitely have fleets around. Like, I would not like to run into those two guys. Not with the fleet we currently have. No, safe bet. We go back to Ando. We meet up with our incoming escort carrier. The two of those combined, we should, like, all we want to do is get in. If we can just take the skies, even for like 5-10 days, all we got to do is sabotage all the Imperial regiments. So if we can sabotage them, cause a revolt, and just cause this planet to flip back to us, then even if they drive us off straight away afterwards, the damage is done. It's a little late, and I should cut this out here. I think I'm going to leave these problems for non-whiskeyed Francis. Non-whiskeyed Francis can worry about this stuff. I was kind of hoping to get more of it done, but I think it's just so much still things to do that next thing you know, oh, damn it. But yes, the plan was this was like a mild homage to like the Star Wars Christmas special. Now, if you've never heard of the Star Wars Christmas special, that's perfectly okay. And even if you have, yeah, just don't ever watch it. That is my heartfelt advice. Never ever watch that. It is the most horrendous thing ever made. If you watch that thing, don't blame me for mentioning it to you. I'm warning you, really, like, it just don't. It is terrible. It was a Christmas special that was done, like, after the first Star Wars movie, and it was so bad. Like, it has singing numbers, it has, like, a Wookiee family Christmas. Like, a Wookiee family Christmas with a bunch of Wookiees, none of which, like, speak any language that's not Wookiee. You know, that sort of weird, like, the furry noise that your man makes. Like, that's all they were speaking in. And some people have done, like, silent movies really well, or films and stuff without dialogue. Whoever was directing this did not know how to do that. It was horrifying. Have you ever had a cat lick you? Like, do you know that feeling when a cat licks you? If you can't, like, a cat's tongue is basically like as if sawdust and meat hooks had a baby. They're just, it's horrible. It's probably why they have such nice, good fur, I suppose. Yeah, it's kind of like having a comb for a tongue. But yes, watching the Star Wars Christmas special is like having your eyeballs licked by a cat. That's what it feels like. Also, your ears and your eyes licked by a cat is what the Star Wars Christmas special is like. And then for some reason, I decided I'd make a Star Wars Christmas special. You know what? Now that I think about it, or say it out loud. No, I thought about it. Now that I say it out loud, that actually sounds like a terrible idea. You know what? Never mind. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave unwhiskeyed Francis. This save. I think it's pretty good. We took out this whole sector. Like, there's only a couple of spaces left there. The Empire, like loads of resources coming in. He can solve this problem. Anyway, I hope you have a great Christmas and good luck.
Just happened.